go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And he'll be facing Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185-centimeter reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Insane action. They exchange punches. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Can't find a home for that jab. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Lucky that hook didn't score. Right, just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get at the...
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm, because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. That jab doesn't score. A very competitive round here so far.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? It's bombs away. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see. And there's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it, man. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Yeah, go out there, you win this next round for me, kid. You've been coasting.
Up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried.
Confident. You gotta take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence.
Just stick a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't figure.
To go back out there, I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your.
You're looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's
Your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the.
On to the fourth we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Froch in trouble.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
How did they survive that?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just missed with that hook. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more act. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Relax, relax. Just the same again.
Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab.
Up here, and he'll start tiring out. Just stay focused.
Switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get this block for...
So just keep him on the end of his jab. You're getting your timing already.
Well, the fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid.
Body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go out.
There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark play? The Dark Destroyer goes down.
Oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Someone's will carry. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Failing to score with that right hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Throws the jab but does not score. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both men step back for just a moment. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.